get your coffee in a minute.
Cool. So, Lesley, in your opinion, do you believe that all life deserves to be free from suffering and pain?
Absolutely.
Awesome. Cool. Okay, so just going to give you a scenario. In the United States, when slavery was legal, and it was socially accepted and people were making a living off it and all that, do you believe if you lived in that time, remember there's no right or wrong answer, if you lived in that time, do you think you would have been opposed to it, or do you think you would have just, do you think you would have fit in and accepted that that was how things were?
No, I wouldn't have fitted in.
Yeah.
I would probably have been probably to the forefront of campaigning for freedom.
Oh, wow. Yeah, cool, because my next question was, do you believe you would have been an abolitionist and an activist
Yes.
and studying?
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah, cool. Wow, that's awesome. The next question, in terms of life as well, do you believe, like, in other life, say, like pets, like cats and dogs, do you believe they all deserve to be free from suffering and pain?
Yes, definitely.
Awesome.
Yes.
And then, how about, say, wildlife?
Yes, wildlife too.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, don't like the hunting aspect or what's going on in Africa. Yeah, definitely not for killing wildlife.
Yeah.
Should be preserved.
Yeah.
We're losing too many.
Yeah, cool, good answer. And what about, say, like farm animals like pigs, sheep, cows, chickens? Do you think they should be free and free from pain?
I do. I think where chickens are concerned, free range is definitely the way to go.
Okay.
On the flip side of that, what can we say about the food chain? It's hard to tell people don't eat meat. You can't force everyone to be a vegetarian or...
We can't force anyone to do anything, really.
No, that's very true. But yes, I think the humane side of that's very important. As far as, killing live beasts, and my husband gets really upset about that.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
He works around on the roads, and of course he sees all the trucks going with the animals to the slaughterhouses, and he comes in pretty upset.
Aww.
So because we love animals so much, but again, as I say, on the flip side of that is people have to eat.
Yeah. Is he a vegetarian himself or something? Or?
He's not.
Okay.
But it just, when he sees the live animals, it really gets to him.
Yeah, because like they're all pretty much going to die basically.
For example, he holds traffic up on jobs, and the other day he held the traffic up because he was getting some caterpillars across the road.
Aww. He's got a good heart.
So that's my husband.
Yeah. A hero. Oh, wow. Wow.
He's a lovely man. Yeah.
You're a lucky lady.
Very, very lucky.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Cool. So, just backing up a little bit, you said, so what's free range to you? You said like free range chickens. What's that exactly?
Running around, not in sheds and closed in. I think if they're allowed to run on property and, breed on property, it's much better. I can't stand to see those caged chickens. That's too sad, one. Yeah. I get very sad with things like that.
You got a good heart.
Animals are a passion.
Yeah.
My friend here has chickens. He has them in the backyard, free range, and they're almost... they come in the house and he pets them, and they're almost like his pets.
Yeah.
They produce eggs for him every day, and he sells them to his friends. So everyone gets the best of both worlds there.
Yeah, cool. Well, it's his own chickens that he's brought up himself. Yeah, interesting. Okay, I guess, do you believe there's such thing as a humane death? And if so, what is a humane death?
That's a really hard one. In animals, you mean basically? Honestly, I'm pretty stuck on that one.
Yeah.
I don't like to think of how they meet their end. I guess I would probably have to research into that a bit more and find out which each animal goes through. But when you look at what happens in other countries, you can see that pretty obviously. But here, I'm not too sure if it's humane or not. Well,
like, based on what you said, I can tell you and your husband both have really big hearts. And I guess, like, since you two both still consume animal products, what do you think is, since you're an animal lover, what do you think's stopping you from cutting animal products out of your diet?
I think our background.
Okay.
We probably could do it here
Yeah.
because of our weather and what's available and the type of life that we have. But we were in our late 30s when we came here and had been brought up on hot stews and hot soups, and our background has an awful lot to do with our tastes in food.
Yeah.
And it's quite hard to break those habits as you get older.
So, yeah, you're saying it'd be behaviour and habit, basically, that's...
Yes,
Yep.
pretty much, I think so, pretty much. Yeah, we do in the summertime here, we sort of eat a lot more just salads and veggies and stuff. As it gets into our winter, that's when we probably eat nice stews, and I make homemade soups with the meat in.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think it's habits of a lifetime would probably be my answer to that.
Do you believe those habits are still possible to be changed, though?
Look, I'm 62 now.
Yep.
My husband's 64. And I don't know if I would be able to, yeah, cut out that little bit of me that's still very Scottish. Yeah.
I wouldn't take away from you being Scottish, though. I guess, like, yeah, a big part of the research is, like, animal welfare as well. And, like, it's proven that, like, nearly every human on the planet does not need meat, dairy, or eggs to survive anymore. And, like, yeah, the question after that is, like, if we don't need to consume animal products, and if an animal has to die for that, why do we want to keep on eating them?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I totally understand the concept of it. And I guess there's a good part of me that would like to follow that. It's just, as I say, breaking that habit. Yeah.
I guess, like, the next question, and essentially I pretty much ask the same question everyone I interview, and it's a hard-hitting question. Do you believe that an animal's life is worth more or less than someone's taste and habits?
That one will bring a tear. It's probably worth more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, goodness.
Close one. It's a really awesome looking scooter.
Oh, that's different.
So you believe it is worth more? The animal's life is worth more?
Yeah. I just had a lady tell me when I was buying coffee that she doesn't like animals.
Oh, wow.
She had a look at her, and there was another little dog there, and she was sort of not growling at the dog, but come over and play with me.
Yeah.
The other little dog was a bit afraid, and her friend walked away with the dog, and she went, I'm pretty sick of this dog talk. And the girl in the cafe said, oh, we love dogs, and I said, oh, yeah, and she went, why? I can't stand them, she said, with this awful face. And she had a beautiful face too, but she made it look awful. And I said, because for me, a lot of human beings don't have the love in them that an animal has. They're trustworthy, they're loving. And if you care for them, that's all they ask. They don't ask very much from you. She walked away totally unconvinced and said, I have to go up here now and sit and have my coffee with this dog. So I guess that kind of says it all about people that don't like animals. And personally, I don't really trust them.
They say usually, you trust somebody who your dog likes, you trust them, sort of thing, yeah.
She would have been fine with it because she loves everybody. Babies, animals, people, the whole thing. But as I say, she's a bit spoiled. You. I know. But you got to sit nice. My mum is speaking. Good girl. So yeah.
I guess what you just said. I've had people come up to me and say, oh, I don't like spiders or snakes or whatever, like some kind of animal. And I'll be like, well, my question's always like, how many people have hurt you and how many animals have hurt you? And like, if animals is like minute, if anything. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I do have a bit of a fear of snakes, but I wouldn't hurt them.
Yeah.
Anything else doesn't worry me. I'll lift the spider up and put it outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So you don't. Why hurt an animal when it's not bothering you? You know. Snakes, I don't know why. I used to dream about them when I was young, and why you'd do that in Scotland, I've got no idea.
It's cold
But
there,
yeah,
eh? You never see it.
no, you don't. But I would never hurt them, never.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. I guess like in saying like you and your partner think you'd struggle like going vegan, for example, because of the habits. What would you do if I told you that I know a lot of people in their later years who consumed those products their whole life and they actually did it. And yeah, what would you do if I told you that I'd be happy to introduce you to like social groups and send you information and stuff and like fantastic foods and stuff that would help you both transition to that, like at least give it a go. Would you consider that? Would you be open to that?
I'd be open to reading about it if
Yeah.
you've got literature.
Yeah, definitely.
You could email me some literature. That would be fine. I couldn't promise you anything,
Yeah.
but I'd definitely be open to reading about it.
Considering educating yourself and possibly taking the next step after that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
If you wanted to do that, that would be fine.
Yeah.
I'm a good reader anyway. I love stuff to read, so learning more about that would be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it sounds like you and your husband are both vegan at heart anyway.
I don't know about that. As I say, he gets really soft about animals and things, and he can come in almost with a tear. But if I give him some nice stew for tea, he's still going to eat it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess like when we got a product, it doesn't look like the animal, so you don't get that confliction.
That's
You
right.
know, yeah.
That's right. That's that's the thing that gets you. You don't think about the animal whilst you're. Yeah.
All right. Thanks very much, Lesley.
Oh, you're welcome.
Really
Guy.
appreciate the chat. Hey, you got a good heart, I can
You're
tell.
welcome.
Yeah.